Bro, he locked it.
Fuck reviews. I got 7 fucking awards.
Voldemort buys supplies for me now.
Them bitches were being shady to me.
I mean, everyone recommends them.
Just let me know, man.
Right.
I need to know the real world results of this.
Of
This is a new product. Yeah, I really want you to. I hear you're the best at coding. He goes, but I see you got paint protection film, blah, blah, blah. I was like, right now, I don't recommend Kavacha at all. I was like, go with Expel. I was like, I'm going to send your vehicle to Prestige Films.
Yep.
I was like, they do the installs for me, and I do ceramic coatings for them. Oh, I already called them, and I got a quote. I was like, oh, excellent. That kills half of it. I was like, this is the cost to coat the film. I was like, but your vehicle is going to be with me a minimum of 2 days. And let's go from there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I got this guy Josh's number. I was like,
What?
he was like, does he work for you? I was like, no. I was like, I don't know who Josh is, but I guess that's who's doing the coating on your car. And he was like, well, yeah, I already got set up. I thought it was you, though. I was like, well, I thought it would be me, too.
Right. The stress is exhilarating.
We got Tyler in. It's a fucking surprise that Tyler's here. I mean, I didn't expect him to be on the podcast.
It took me a
He's
while.
my fucking competition, isn't he?
It took me a while to get on here.
He said he was scared.
I was.
How the fuck could you be scared to talk to somebody?
I'm a pretty huge introvert. I don't know.
You're doing fine now.
Yeah. It took me. Well, I've been dealing with clients now and just talking
I
and.
had to give him some alcohol.
Yeah.
That's what I had to
We're
do.
good now. I'm actually fucked up right now.
Fucking smile from fucking ear to ear right there, man. He's like, oh, this tastes good. So we got Tyler Dupre in with Dupre's Detailing. I mean, it's a new detail shop that started last year. And no, I'm not afraid to have other detailers here. We've talked about it on the podcast several times. I've talked to David. I've talked with other clients that our industry is just rough. It's just a very rough industry. It's not, people aren't nice to each other. So Tyler, how do we know each other?
Ooh, I think we go way back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now.
You sure? Sure, don't go farther back than that.
I think I started detailing almost 5 years ago now.
You weren't in the toy box?
Yeah, that was about 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago? God damn. It
So,
seemed like it was longer than that.
I don't remember how exactly we met each other. I think just over Facebook, maybe. Just seeing each other.
No, I took your ass off of Facebook. I had to get rid of all you motherfuckers because I didn't know if I could trust y'all.
That is true.
But we'll talk about that later on, too. I mean, but obviously I trust you, and if you're sitting right here in front of me. I mean, throughout the time knowing you, I had subconsciously in my head, I said, I think I could trust this cat. I just never could afford him.
That's true. No, I always looked up to you, of course. I mean, I saw you as, one of the OGs around here doing detailing and doing great work. I can see that you were actually,
OGs. God damn, I'm fucking old. Fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck, the young blood's coming after me now.
Yeah.
God damn.
Just I can see the honesty in you and, the nice videos and, you were actually trying to show your great work out there.
Well,
so
it's, we got so many different businesses that are doing so many different levels of detailing. But whenever you're saying you're trying to pump out high quality, not only do you have to prove it, you kind of have to make sure that people understand that it is high quality.
Right.
They have to know that there's something behind, there's a reason for that high quality. And it's because I fucking love doing it and because I care. All I have is my name. That's what I always tell people. I mean, mind you, it's a business, and now the business is a representation of myself. Reason why I always did it by myself a lot, because I was scared somebody was going to fuck my quality up.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I named my shop, by my last name.
Yeah.
Because that's me.
Well, just think of the level of a business that says full attention to detail.
Right.
Literally, clients go, I see why you called it that now.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I'm a needy, lonely guy. I need feedback. So getting the feedback from a client that says, I understand why you call it full attention to detail. Obviously, I've met their expectations.
Right.
But my expectations exceed everyone else's expectations for the most part. I mean, even David goes, they're not going to see this. They're not going to see that. I was like, yeah, but when I pull it outside,
I see it.
All I need to do is turn the camera on and walk around it, take pictures of it. I don't need to question anything.
Yep.
because I know I did my expectation in the shop.
Right.
So, I mean, I believe you have that level. You probably have a better level than I do because you get on something, and I notice just a few times, you in action in the shops that you've worked in the past. You will dig. You will get this bitch right.
Oh, yeah. I try to get it absolutely perfect, as much as I could.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful now. You got that business. Man hours is an expense. Because, I mean, if you spend a lot of man hours on something, time is money.
Right.
And you think a lot of people are going to pay $4,000 for a correction around here?
Well, I've recently I've been working probably about 15, 16 hours a day on average.
But as a new business owner, you have to do that.
Right.
You have to.
Yep.
Because what do you have? You not only have the vehicle you got to do, you got to work on the digital side.
Yep.
You got to work on getting the shop in order so that it's conducive to, the time is money slogan. You don't want to waste time looking for products and trying to, get a good method down to execute the service.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So 5 years ago, it seems like it was longer than that, though. It really did.
It does. We do so many vehicles and just time passes.
Not even that, but it's just your history. Just the shit that you've gone through.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated seeing your talent just being, in my eyes, I saw it just being the soul sucked out of you. Even though you just was you was just going.
It was a learning process.
But I just saw you with the wrong people, with the wrong companies, because they were just benefiting off of your skill set.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did you see worth in what you were doing?
Yeah, I could see what not to do and how not to run a business and how to run a business and how to do it better than them. So that definitely helped. I mean, that's how I think that's what's helping me coming out the gate hot.
Yeah. So do you think all that time was well spent then, because you wouldn't be where you are now, or you wouldn't know which direction to go in?
Right. I mean, I know how to make sales calls now, just hearing, behind me how sales calls
Dude,
went.
that's how he's gonna beat me though, because he does the sales. I don't fuck with sales. Somebody calls me and I send him a text message.
I never miss a phone call.
That's good.
I always have my AirPods in, my watch, always ready to answer a phone call.
That's good.
So
I think that's just as you get older, you get tired of repeating yourself over and over. That's me.
Yeah.
Don't follow my footsteps. That's why you're more successful than I am.
No, not yet.
Come on, man. You got what?
No.
What are we about to dry up in a week or two? Yeah. No, 2 weeks. We're about to dry up.
What do you mean? What?
No, we're about to dry out. No, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm scared to book a lot of people because he's got a schedule that he's got to be on. I'm not taking away from his business. Yeah, David works with me, does corrections, but I'm scared to book too many people because what happens is if he needs to be on the road, he can't be in my shop, and I can't do shit. Like yesterday, for the first time, I grabbed the polisher to just do finishing polish.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not going to say I was struggling, but you know the angles you sit at. You know when you're leaning around, you're looking in the light, you're moving around, and you're balancing the machine. It took a toll. I was like, fuck, I've lost a lot of strength in the shoulder. I lost a lot of strength in this arm. Where are my fucking shots?
You got to go one-handed, man.
Well, you saw me do that the other day, right? You saw me do that the other day, but you can't correct that way.
No.
So I'm a long way coming back, you know.
Right.
But you know, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this. Oh, I was just saying about booking people. I'm just kind of scared to put too many because what if I fuck up and I make this worse?
Right.
Because I know I'm gonna keep pushing myself. I know I'm gonna keep pushing myself. And I was doing a lot of dumb shit because I was taking a lot of edibles every night to alleviate the pain.
Right.
Because I wasn't taking the narcotics. And I was doing dumb shit. I don't really know if I was trying to lift shit or not, but I'm gonna say that I was just doing some dumb shit. So I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't do sales. I don't know how to do it properly. I get frustrated. You were following the king of coding, you know.
No. I really don't. It's a learning experience. Sometimes I answer a phone call and sometimes I hang up and I'm like, that went pretty bad. I sucked.
Really?
But you know, it's just a learning process right now.
Do you have some formal training in sales?
No. I'm actually pretty. I get nervous.
Why
I
you say you get
stutter a
nervous?
lot.
So it's like if I call you ring.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, come. Your phone's ringing. Ring.
Dupre's Detail Shop. This is Tyler.
Hey man, I'm looking for a wash and a wax. You can help me out?
Yes, sir. Well, our full details start out at $300.
Man,
Actually, I don't usually say it like that, but
$300.
Yeah.
I said, man, I just want a wash and a wax though.
so we don't really do that. We go a little above and beyond.
But this is detailing though.
To see better results. To make our money's worth, to make your money's worth.
But I just want my car detailed though. I don't know what you're charging me for.
So our baseline detail, and then a rundown of what we need. So that would be, our wash, a clay bar, a enhancement polish, and then a sealant.
But I want a wax.
I'm sorry, we don't go stoop that low.
I can't even finish the phone call because David knows. Because me and David been fighting that shit, bro.
I fight that shit every day.
It's not my clientele.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you don't feel bad saying that, do you?
Not at all. No.
So I have a feeling that
I want to see results. And a wash and wax just doesn't cut it for me.
So you're not afraid to tell people, hey, look,
Heck
man,
no.
wax is just obsolete.
Yeah.
A sealant, you don't have to get a coating, but a sealant's gonna go longer way for you.
Yeah.
There's
And then-
less rubbing on the vehicle
Yeah.
as well.
And then I do a polish before a sealant.
Because you don't even know what's on there though.
What do you-
Before you're talking about you're doing a polish. Say somebody brings a car into you.
Just a polish like that would take about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then not even like a polish. It's more like just the most aggressive I can go without hazing the paint.
But this is
in an hour.
But this is a non-corrected vehicle.
Right.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. So you're just making sure that you take whatever was on there off.
Yep.
So you have a pure clear coated surface.
Yeah.
Okay. So David fights this all the time, and like literally, I mean, and David's got the language barrier too, so they probably like this dumb motherfucker, and it's not it. It's the
Right.
fact that it's new technology. There's why are we using wax? This is not Mr. Miyagi's fucking karate class.
Right.
I mean, there's new things out.
Someone else can do that.
So you run into that
good.
issue all the time, probably, of people not understanding what you do, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to lead me to levels of detailing here.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you are on the level of detailing?
What kind of spectrum are we talking about?
Well, just think of everything that you've done in the history.
Okay.
So I'm not a master of anything because I still learn stuff. Even from David.
Yeah.
Because he goes to the classes, he'll travel, he'll do this. He talks to so many other detailers. He's got his group of friends in Alabama that are trying to steal him from me. And I'm just like, these motherfucking Mexicans. Shit. But, yeah, I'll start off first.
Okay.
I think my level of detailing is in a craftsman level. I'm not in a rush to give you your vehicle back. I'm going to take my time.
Right.
And you might disagree with me because I know you'll go onto a level of correction beyond me. Wet sanding, they've got to sign a document with me about it. I completed a McLaren recently.
The blue one.
The blue one.
I actually saw it in River Ranch a week and a half ago.
If you notice, it's got cheetah spots all over.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You know why? Because he didn't want to wet sand his car.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said, why? We can do it. I did his frunk.
He said he called another a company and they said that to not wet sand. So that's what he called another company, he said.
He's so mad though, and I don't know who he's mad with.
Huh.
Because there was a yellow Sienna that was supposed to come to me and went to Alon, which I'm fine with.
Went to where?
Alon, Borogov in Baton Rouge. He's a Russian guy. He does all the detailing for Porsche, Range Rover. He works in Vinny's Exotics garage.
Gotcha.
Well, his shop is detached from Vinny's Exotics, but it's his own thing. Go look him up. Alon is fucking excellent.
Okay.
I've got mad respect and love for this guy. It's kind of like I share mad love and respect for two people in this industry that I found when I started. It's Alon and it's fucking Louque and Destrehan with Louque's Exotex.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the two people that I have to say are above me that I look up to. I do for Alex Louque because he's got a level of sales and just a personality that just clicks with so many people when he goes to the car clubs that he sponsors them now.
Okay.
He's literally got a huge booth at Scraping on the Coast.
Wow.
He's doing garage towers of maintenance for car groups before they go out to these shows. Louque is where I was hoping I was going to go, but I'm not the man that Louque is. There's something in my head that doesn't allow me to get to there, or just I don't know how. Or just this is a tough town too.
For sure.
But Alon got the Senna because the guy that has the blue McLaren is friends with Luis Alvarez, who owns that.
Okay.
And they were waiting to see his, but he did not want to wet sand his. And I probably just lost 6 vehicles because of that.
Mm-hmm. I actually didn't know it was done. This was before I had seen it. Actually, went a week and a half ago. It was before you even posted about it. About doing the blue one, and I had seen it, and I was like, "Man, that's a real nice car. Like, it looks pretty clean." He's like, "Oh, I just got it done, ceramic coated and all that," and I was like, "Oh, who did it?"
Did he share how he felt about it?
Yeah, he
Be
said
honest.
that. Yeah, he said that. I was like, "So who did it?" And he's like, "Oh, polished, full attention to detail." I said, "Oh, okay, Tim." He goes, "Yeah," and then he was like, they still have some water spots that he couldn't get out. He said that it would need to be wet sanded.
So he's being honest.
Right.
Then.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart because that's the most expensive car I've touched.
And you couldn't perfect it.
And
the
I
way you
couldn't
wanted
get
to.
it like I needed it to be shown.
Yeah.
Because of the limitation that was put on me.
Right.
And I know he's not happy with it. Because when he didn't understand what I was telling him in text messages. And his partner, which is another heart surgeon, have done his Hurricane.
Okay.
That guy told him, go to Tim.
Damn.
Because they know the Bajats. And the Bajats wanted to do it. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. I got a guy. Because his son is friends with them.
Okay.
Or one of his daughters
Brandon.
is friends with Brennan and
Yeah.
Trenton. So they could have gotten it and they could have got the Hurricane, but he knows my level and he's just like, no, that's okay.
Right.
But
it looked great though in person. Besides the water spots, it looked phenomenal.
No, I'm not happy with it. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
When you are not happy.
Right.
It didn't meet my expectation because I could not do what I wanted to do.
I think I would have wet sanded just to do it.
I did his frunk.
I think I would have just done it. Yeah.
I did a part of his frunk so that he understood that it can be done because he said, but the clear coat is so soft, it's fragile. I was like, but it can be done. And that's why I did it. To
just
show
like a nice
him.
little 3000 grit,
And I
just
think,
to knock it off. And
I think he got mad. For one, because I sanded the frunk.
Yeah.
So he could see it, but he loved that. But I needed to demonstrate that it can be done.
Was it everywhere? I didn't really see the water spots. He just told me about it.
It was everywhere. He had fucking chlorine. He parks it in that fucking alley probably. And it's got sprinklers.
Yeah.
River Ranch has the shittiest fucking water. You live there.
Yeah.
I mean, and he left it on the car. And it is beautiful.
Yeah,
to the common person that doesn't know what to look for.
Right.
But so when he picked it up at the shop, I said, so look here, right on the side of the cockpit, because I call it a cockpit.
Yeah.
The 2 blue panels that are there that are painted that go around the fender well.
Right.
They're all right there. And he didn't notice it at first. And as I educated him more and more and more, he got madder. And we talked a week after, and I said, look, before this coating hardens, I will only charge you to wet sand, and I won't charge you to recoat it.
Right.
Because I'm going to charge you so much per hour, because this is hand block sanding. It's not taking a fucking Black & Decker fucking thing that you sand wood with. And that's the thing that people get confused. If you're using a machine to do it, no. Literally, I would have had David do it, because David went to school for it, and I don't like wet sanding things.
Okay.
I'll let David do it.
I like wet sanding. Wet sanding's fun.
So that's why I say you probably think you probably don't think that I should be in a craftsman's level of detailing, but that's where I feel I am because I have the knowledge, the know-how, the transparency. And I'm not just saying for me. I'm going to say for my business because the business's reputation is it's going to deliver you something that is better than brand new. And it's not going to be a rush job. And it's not going to be 5 cars being done at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I'm one car at a time, me.
Yep. Joel, you have a shop the same size as mine, just about.
Yeah, just about 1,100 square foot, 1,050.
Yeah. Okay, so you're 100 less than me. I mean, 1,250 is what I
Yeah.
have. I got enough room to put a car in the back. If somebody wants to leave it behind for the 14 days to let something cure, so they can just drive it off with no problem.
Yeah.
It can sit there. Or if I add people to it, then like my plan was David corrects something, I correct something, and then I coat both of them after we've done correcting. We see where that's landed us. Fucking accident. But we'll get there eventually. So, I mean, that's what I mean by the levels of detailing. David's on a level where he does maintenance, is his business, his maintenance and like initial education.
Right.
And then he's getting into the correction and restoration part because he's learning how to correct. David's gone, I don't know how long it took you to learn to correct, but
I kind of just jumped right into it. I kind of skipped, I skipped the mobile detailing. I skipped the nasty details that nobody wants to do. The interiors, I kind of jumped right into corrections.
But your skill set, though, how long did it take you to get the refinement that you are at right now?
I would say corrections took me about 2 years solid.
Okay. How did you get to that? What got you to that level in such a short period of time?
I would say what drove me was at first when I was still training for the first 6 to 8 months, I was getting paid hourly.
So what's training? What do you mean training? You went to school?
No, working alongside, my old boss, just learning from him, seeing what pads we used, and actually the pads we used were pretty bad. I mean, we reused the shit out of some pads.
And that's so weird whenever we see that. Remember when we went over there to, oh shit, should I say their name? Because I still have yet to talk to them.
And these pads were dirty.
Oh, no. Look, we don't,
like the foam was rough, and
three uses, and we got to throw them bitches out.
Right.
That's how, that's how I am.
Now. Yeah, I keep my pads looking pretty good now, but yeah, just beat up pads, and we were reusing them for probably 4 months. Yeah, and that's what it took me forever to polish, to refine, man. It took forever.
This is where the fucking 40-hour correction session comes from.
Exactly.
Because, man, I used to see that, and I'd be like,
60 hours on a black Corvette.
I'm like, how is this motherfucker doing that when I got this bitch perfect in 2 days?
Yeah. The stuff that used to take me 40, 50 hours, it takes me, 15 to 20 hours. That's usually, so. Okay,
so that's going to lead to another thing that we talk about later on. But your training period was basically just uncertified type
cheap pay.
Not cheap pay. Well, what are we talking about? OJT, on the job training.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of trial and error, a lot of just putting in the time.
A lot of this doesn't work, this isn't good, I need this stuff, better stuff, I need the better, that's when they got into Shine Supply, and I was like, these chemicals are phenomenal, they're pads, the Lake Country pads, so I started getting my old boss to buy better and better stuff, and that's when he started seeing the potential in me, and then that's when, he started letting me do jobs of my own, and, better pay, percentage-wise instead of, by hour.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of got me going.
Okay. So 2 years.
Yeah.
David, how long do you think it took you to get to where you are now from never correcting a vehicle to...
Well, I've been with you almost 2 years. And since then, I've been... Well, at the beginning, I was on and off. But then...
And then you went to Alaska for a while?
Yeah. But then I think about 2 years, I've been doing correction pretty much.
Yeah. So, you know how long it took me to do it? I started in 2012. Mind you, yes, I was working overseas 5 weeks at a time. Sometimes I'd be stuck there for 2 or 3 months. It took me up until 2016. From 2012 to 2016 to get to where I am. And I'm not perfect. And mind you, if it's 90%, I'm good.
Right.
Because that's the price market of the area when it comes to, say, a full correction. As I tell him, well, he knows. I don't even have to tell him because he tells me they're not even going to see that.
Yeah, really? Our 90% is probably like 98, 99%. Percentage-wise on scratches of a vehicle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're talking about in our eyes?
Right.
Oh,
like our 90% is overall. It's probably 98, 99%.
Well, I say 90 because I'm not gonna wet sand anything.
Right.
So he will break out a wet sand. I see it every once in a while. He's. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna get if he feels that he needs to get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know you do it.
Yeah. Before I start a panel, I'll actually look over and see if there's any white scratches. I'll just, do that real quick and then
run
just,
over.
Yeah.
And then start your correction.
Right.
See, I won't do the wet sanding part because one, I've done it. I've wet sanded an entire 4Runner. Do you remember that photo?
No,
do you remember those pictures? So it was a 1990. No, it was a 2005
Okay, that sounds
4Runner
fun.
that sat under a crepe myrtle tree for 9 years. And the lady came. She had a Tahoe. They bought a new Tahoe in 2010, and these people are loaded.
Yeah.
But they have one vehicle that they share. I was like, wow, I wouldn't have that mentality if I was loaded.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I had a Porsche and I was barely,
4Runner sitting,
and I was living invoice to invoice.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. That's what my dad always said, with beer budget and fucking whiskey taste. I was like, well, Dad, they got some cheap whiskeys.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so the 4Runner, like, she didn't have any intention on even bringing it. But then I gave her Tahoe back. And she's like, this bitch looks new. I did inside and out, gave her a tier 3. And there wasn't an imperfection in that fucking clear coat. And she was like, I have a project for you. I was like, yeah, bring it by. Not a problem. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get to it for about a week or two, but just bring it by and I'll give you a quote on it. And she's like, okay. She went home and she was like, we're coming back now. I was like, oh, now? Okay. Brought it back. It turned the corner. There was not a reflection in it.
It's just oxidation. All of it.
I didn't have a gauge at the time, but I promise you there was probably 2 mils of dead clear coat. And it took me 7 days to sand the whole thing down. You think there's dust in the shop?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. There's probably still dust from that fucking 4Runner in my shop now.
I've only ever done one full sanding job.
She paid $7,000 for that. And then I asked her, I said, why? I was so scared. I didn't take deposits or anything at the time.
Yeah.
And I was biting my nails that she was not going to pay that invoice. And literally, she paid it before she came pick it up. I was like, whoa. And then I asked her, I said, why did you pay me to do what a paint and body shop could have just made? Could have just painted everything again.
Right.
She was like, I don't want it on my Carfax. She goes, I need everything original on here. She says, never been in an accident. She goes, it has no major mechanical issues. She goes, we're driving it. We're going to start driving it again because this looks brand new.
So after that, it looked brand new.
The only thing I could not do was the roof. There was no clear coat left on the roof.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's the cheapest painted and clear coated parts
Early
of the
2000s,
car.
yeah, that clear coat, yeah.
And the only way that I know it's her, if I watch every 4Runner that's that old, if you see one, there's a chalky black, that plastic. Because it was cracked up and everything. And at the time, I didn't have the stuff that I use now for plastic.
Right.
So there was nothing I could do to make it better. And I remember it was Braden. It was like 3 years afterwards. He goes, I saw that vehicle. Yeah. I was like, shit, I don't have the license plate number. Fuck. Because I would have been able to tell if that would have been her. But she said they were going to keep it. She didn't know if she was going to sell it later. Yeah. She goes, we're definitely putting this back on the road.
Do you do the yearly maintenance on it?
No. She had OptiCoat. She did OptiCoat that year.
Gotcha.
So she probably needs it to be fucking coated because I know I've seen some OptiCoat shit come back. Sorry, Louque. Oh, I'm sorry. They got Pro 3. I know what Pro 3 is made out of because now they got a fucking multi-layer just like fucking Ceramic Pro.
Yeah.
So now I know it's a little bit more legit because, I mean, one and done just doesn't do it anymore. Right. I used to love it. I used to say it all the time. One and done, baby. Done.
Nice and easy. It really was.
Yeah, but you know what? That formula is nothing like a fucking titanium oxide base coating. I'll tell you that for sure. Fucking hell. You know what I also saw? I saw you got the unit that I want in your shop.
What's that?
The fucking AC unit.
Oh, it's lovely.
How much did you pay for that bitch?
Overall, 52.
Okay, so Dave wasn't bullshitting me about it then. Okay. Sounds good.
Me and my dad ran the electrical ourselves, and so they just came in and literally threw
just dropped the unit, and y'all just plugged it all up?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we had the wires literally right where they needed it, and they all plugged it up. Good to go.
That's good. Because Dave, we did Dave Broussard's.
Totally worth it.
Well,
it drained my account. I'm still a little, just getting it started, but
oh man,
worth the investment,
let's not talk about accounts.
Yeah, because it got to 86 degrees back in May, and I'm like, you know what? That's it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now before it gets to
August.
96.
Well, luckily the 2 units that are in, because mind you, I've got the 2. I think they're 15,000 BTU units that are in the side of the warehouse. Last year was the first year I said I've got to fucking change this because I think it was 82 in the shop. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. This year I've had to put base coat on at night.
Yeah.
And I bought an evaporator core as well just to try to bring the temperature down a little bit. I want to get one of those, but after this accident, there ain't no money to fucking put in.
My shop stays at 70 if it's 90 degrees outside, it's at 75 inside my shop.
Nice.
And that AC's running all day though.
Oh yeah, your utility bill is gonna be in the 200s.
Yeah. Worth it though.
Oh yeah. Well, you have to think. I don't know what G-techniq's formula is because I know it's the coating you install.
Right.
I don't know what their formula is these days. But if it's a true base coat, you better have the temperature under fucking 75 degrees for sure.
Yep.
You have to because you won't be able to level it.
Right.
I mean.
Well, I can do 2 panels. I can do 2 panels with the base coat.
Fuck no, I can't do more than one.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick with it though. I mean, I've done
young
like
blood.
600-700 vehicles though. Like just
young blood.
Yeah, I got it going on.
To be young again. That's why I said this motherfucker come and get my crown because I'm moving a little slower. That's what happens. You gotta give it to somebody. But yeah, that's good that you have the AC though, because I could imagine.
I tried. I was coating when it was 86 degrees. I was coating, and I was like, I can't, dude. I'm sweating. By my face. The heat is flashing the coating faster, and I'm like, nah. I need a little bit of ease.
Yeah, David can't do the 9H part. It makes him high, first of all.
Yeah.
And then,
how is Ceramic Pro now? I haven't done Ceramic Pro in like 3 years.
Ceramic Pro's good. It's still solid.
Yeah.
Now
I know they updated.
Nope, not yet. They updated top coat.
Okay, top coat.
They updated top coat, and they updated the whole marine line.
Gotcha.
So for 3 years, they've been testing a new base coat.
Okay.
And boy, I'm itching for it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, but
I always liked Ceramic Pro.
Well, you were just under the wrong motherfucker.
Well, right. I was about to say I wish we could have stuck to it, but we did go to G-techniq, which that's.
Well, I think a lot of y'all are doing G-techniq now.
Too many of us, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to fight for my accreditation.
Well, I'll tell you something about the coatings around here. So you mentioned a guy locally, Romello.
Yeah.
So he walked in the shop. He mentioned, he goes, yeah, man, I know Tyler, blah blah blah. I was like, well, you know at least somebody good.
Yeah.
Because he talked about Byron, kept hitting him up and stuff like that. I was like, stay away from that motherfucker. And then of course Romello gets Don's wholesales, cars and stuff like that. Okay. And he was doing that because he was doing stuff for high end performance.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do. He rubbed me the wrong way though. Because this is what he wanted. He wanted me to just sell him bottles. And I'm not
selling Ceramic Pro bottles?
Just Ceramic Pro bottles without being an installer.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
We had a big problem with that in the area. Motherfuckers installing Ceramic Pro in driveways and shit. And there's several trucks that I've seen and had to fix. And they were black. And I'm like, holy fuck. And
what do you think about coating in driveways?
What?
What's your opinion on it?
If it's SiO2 base, which is temporary and it won't last past 2 years, you can do it.
Yeah.
But you can't do a true 2-part system.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
There's just no way. I'm sorry. I don't know what the formula is. Like I said, for some of these right now, I haven't dug into it. I'm one for it. Didn't I tell? Wasn't I the one that told you look at SDSs and MDSs besides him?
Yeah.
To know what something is truly made of.
Yeah, whenever we were doing SB3, that's when you told me to look into it.
You better dig in this shit. I fucking looked Barry Thiel in his eye.
Yeah.
When we were at SEMA.
It's kicking up though, that company, but yeah.
I know about that cat. I know some shit about him.
Yeah.
When he was with Ceramic Pro. Like literally Ceramic Pro was about to implode because of the shady snake shit that was going on within because they saw the money that they could make.
Of course.
Holy fuck, we can not only can we fuck the detailers, we can fuck the consumer times 2.
For Ceramic Pro, you saying, or what? Or
well, that's what Ceramic Pro.
Oh, right.
the people that are no longer with Ceramic Bro that started their own little companies, like Mr. Thiel and all these other people that don't even have time to talk to anybody anymore. When you were fucking renting a Mercedes A-Class so that you could impress people. Fuck out of here, Barry. So, I mean, I that's where I base some of my hatred from, is just knowing all this knowledge and stuff. And then you see them doing well, and it's just like, I'm doing shit the honest way.
Right.
And I am fucking struggling.
No, that's all right. You feel better about yourself at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
And not worry about it. Now, mind you, there's some cars that drive off, and then I go, oh, did I do this? I just question myself. Oh, I don't remember doing it. I start freaking out that way. But I still know that I was honest with them.
Yep.
I told them come back if they see anything.
Same.
I'm going to fix it no matter what. Yada, 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 so on and so forth. My warranty is a real warranty as well.
I actually don't do any warranties.
Well, so what's a warranty to you, though? What do you think needs to be warranted?
In the phone calls or in person, I tell them that warranties are all bullshit for ceramic coatings. They don't cover anything.
Okay. So
I tell them, if you the biggest problem with ceramic coatings is water spots.
Oh, yeah.
So I say, look, as soon as you see water spots, call me.
Do you know why there's water spots? We're gonna go back to the warranty though. I like you said that, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think that these coatings are gonna water spot.
Yeah, so I don't even mention. If I do mention warranties in the phone call, I tell them I don't implement them.
Okay,
because
so Tyler,
so I explain it to them.
let me share something with you about water spots here.
Yeah,
You know they happen, right?
of course.
Do you know why they happen? Besides the fact that the water evaporates and leaves
just
a mineral deposit.
deposits. Well,
The surface temperature of a ceramic coating is, I think, 5 degrees higher than normal clear coat.
yes.
So
I knew that.
it dries that water up way, way faster.
But just the panels on the car is hot too. Even though you're in shade,
Yes.
the panels are freaking hot.
So a lot of people think that they all know that a ceramic coating is more heat resistant, but it also is hotter. The surface of it is hotter.
Yeah.
It's absorbing all that UV, light and everything like that, and it is hotter than a non-ceramic coated vehicle.
Okay. I actually didn't know that.
So when your water evaporates fast, that's what graphene is supposed to solve.
Graphene is. I saw a video by Chicago Auto Pros where graphene was actually hotter than.
You see, but they
ceramic.
haven't even perfected this yet.
No, yeah.
But
It's not there yet.
the general purpose, the chemistry of graphene is for flexibility.
Yep.
And for heat resistance.
Yeah.
And temperature reduction. And they do it in some composites and some. It's not. Oh shit! I can't remember that plastic. It's like nylon, but it's not nylon. I read so much about it when I did my ceramic coating video earlier this year. So, but it's supposed to reduce the heat of the substance.
The technology's not there yet.
But they haven't perfected it.
Yeah.
It's new. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon because guess what? There's really no benefit of it right now.
Yeah.
There's too many hiccups and too many things, and people fall into that gimmick trap. It's new, so it's better.
Yep.
No, not yet.
Ceramic is 3-dimensional, bonds better. Graphene is 2-dimensional, it doesn't bond as well.
But if you mix it right in the formula, it can reduce the temperature, and they haven't figured out how to do that right.
Yeah.
I wish I still.
It's coming. That'll be.
It will.
It will.
That's the only thing. That's the only benefit of graphene will be less water spotting.
Yeah.
Depending on the type of chemical that's in the water as well. Because different chemicals are going to react differently once it's evaporated.
Right.
So where warranty.
Yeah.
So if you have business insurance,
Okay.
which I solely hope you have,
Of course.
because accidents happen.
Yeah.
Which could bring up another topic.
Yeah.
Just remember, this podcast would not be happening without my business's sponsorship. Sponsors, people, if y'all believe in the business, join along. Let's keep this train rolling. But my business, Polished by Full Attention to Detail, sponsors and hosts this podcast. So go to the website, fullattentiontodetail.com. Check out my business. Show us some love. Spread the podcast episodes. Hey, come do business with me as well. Enjoy the show. Your insurance company can offer you a warranty package.
Okay.
So I offer to my clients, if you're in an accident, it gets recoded at no cost to you.
Right. For sure.
If I fail
I've done one already.
If I fail to do my due diligence, it gets recoded at no cost to you, going to somebody else for that installer to get paid for his labor, and Ceramic Pro pays for the actual chemical.
Okay.
If there's a technical service bulletin, a batch, serial numbers on bottles, yada yada, if they find that it's failing everywhere, there's a lot of complaints, there's a recall.
Okay.
Gets recoded at no cost to the client. Either way, no matter what, I have warranty claims. Accidents. They're all accidents.
Yeah.
Clients love that. They love the fact that they know if they get in an accident that they don't have to pay to recode all these panels again. They just pay for their annual the next year, and that's it.
Yeah.
It gets back to normal. So warranties are good.
Yeah.
If they're real and they work and they can be cashed in.
Yeah.
For the need and purpose of the incident, I guess.
Right. I mean, insurance companies never have asked me for proof of the ceramic coating. They usually just take the word for it.
Well, my clients have that book, of course. The ceramic, I say keep it in your glove box, give it to the adjuster, and that's it. And I don't. When a client gets in an accident, they're not going to contact me. I was like, don't contact me. Tell your adjuster to contact me. And from there, then I can handle it. And I've never had to have my insurance company argue on my behalf. Right. But I'm getting paid by somebody.
Yeah.
And that's how that works. So.
Yeah, same. I mean, I can show proof that I've done it, but it's just not by the warranty, I guess.
Yeah. Now, with G-techniq, though, how do they do it? Are they registered? Do they?
Same with Ceramic Pro. You put it into the system.
So you put it in the system and you look it up by VIN.
Yep.
Good. So they've gone a long way. I can't remember that little fat guy that I dealt with in 2014. What's his goddamn name?
2014. Damn, 7 years ago, huh?
Yeah, he was a G-techniq. He was a regional manager.
Okay.
And I just can't remember his name. He was so fucking arrogant.
I love G-techniq. It's a great company to represent. I tell you that. Same with Ceramic Pro.
Yeah. Well, that's why I can't say much about G-techniq because I dealt with this guy in 2014 and I dropped him in 2016 when I moved into the new shop. I didn't do a whole lot of G-techniq because I argued with the guy more than anything. I tested it on hoods and everything like that. But as far as giving the clients what they needed, I was just like, I can't get what I need from corporate.
Yeah.
As far as I need documentation. I need some testing results. I hate to say it. I'm an ass about it. Because guess what? My background is I'm an engineer.
Right. I mean, you want to know what you're putting on the vehicle.
I need to know that when you drive off, that I'm not going to see you in a month because of some bullshit. Because I don't need my name destroyed by a product that didn't perform the way it was supposed to. And that's how I felt when I first started. Because coatings were new. 2013, they were really starting to hit everybody hard. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me I'm going to spend 45 minutes installing this shit that's not even a wax and it's clear and all this other shit? I don't understand what's going on. I was like, you know what?
You put this much and then you wipe it off. It's
I'm like, I don't know about this.
It's trustworthy.
I had to do a lot of digging and a lot of research.
I'm glad I didn't do coatings back then, though.
It fucking sucked.
Yeah.
That G8 that I had, you remember me having a G8?
No.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
I had a G8 and I had a G8 and a black CLS back then. That G8 was the spotted leopard, I'll tell you that, because every panel had a different coating on it.
They weren't as good as they are now.
No.
I'm so glad I didn't do it back then.
It was a lot of
some
hope.
SiO2. They like.
It was a lot of hope and prayer, and I'm not a religious person.
Yeah.
But that's all it really was.
For sure.
I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if this shit's doing it. But luckily back then when I started, it was a lot of people that I knew, and they were just like, well, Tim, if you believe in it, we know what you stand for, so we'll try it. And now they've just become Ceramic Pro clients, because they were treated right. Yeah, so I mean, warranties though, I hear the guys, David hates it when there's like, 9-year coating and all this other stuff, and I guess we're gonna go into a coating topic here.
Yeah, because I tell them, of course, I have the CSL and EXO, that's the 5-year. But then, if I know you're gonna be caring for your vehicle and you're all about coatings and you know how to maintain it, I will recommend the G-techniq Ultra 9-year.
What's the difference between those three? Like
a little bit more slicker. Well,
I'm coming
you still
in.
top with the EXO, regardless of the Ultra or the CSL.
What's the EXO though? Is that like the
That's
SiO2
That's the top
coat?
coat. Yep.
Okay. Can that be used alone by itself?
Yep. That's they say it lasts about 2 years.
Okay.
By standalone.
So that must be just SiO2 base,
Pretty
high
much.
silica content.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But the Ultra is just a little bit more slicker than the CSL. 10H rather than 9H.
But that's
Yeah.
well, no, I'm not about to get into 10H being higher than the
Yeah.
highest, the 9H, which is the highest rating on a graphene scale.
Right.
Graphene scale is actually pencil hardness, but then automotive industry uses that to measure clear coat, durability. But the Ultra's the top.
Yep. And I will
So do you
say
have to multi-layer that, kind of like with Ceramic Pro?
Ultra and EXO, same kind of concept.
But how many applications of the Ultra are you
One.
doing? Really?
Yeah, one layer.
Really?
One layer of Ultra, which is the hardest coating I've ever applied.
Really?
It's a pain in the ass.
How much of it do you get?
A 30 mil.
30. Oh, that's smaller than that.
Yeah, 30 mil or 50.
50?
But 30 usually does a whole car.
Really?
Yeah.
That, and you can put that on pretty much all the clear coated surfaces. And then do they have separate stuff for like? Because so
yeah, they have
with your coatings,
they have the plastic.
you
they
do
have
everything on the
plastic
outside?
coating. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh yeah.
So the EXO is only one. What if you put 2 or 3 layers of EXO? Can it accept itself without rejecting it?
I've actually never tried.
You should try that.
Yeah, I will.
Because if you say it's really glossy and it's really slick,
Yeah.
you might be able to make it slicker. It just depends on what the TDS says.
Right.
So you know what a TDS is, right? It's a technical document.
Right.
So it's the same as an SDS, but it will tell you if you can.
Okay.
It'll tell you if the chemistry can be used a certain way.
I think people stack EXO.
They do?
I'm in the G-techniq forums, and I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious because
I've just never done it. Everyone just gets to the CSL and EXO. That's like 90% of the jobs.
Why is that though? Because if the Ultra gives you a better result, is it just more
I
expensive?
don't really recommend Ultra unless I know that they're gonna care for it. If they're that extra clientele that.
So it's pretty much like if it was the McLaren guy, you'd be like, let's go
So
the extra step.
So I did the Ultra on the McLaren.
It's not a daily driver type
Right.
of thing.
Yep.
You're gonna keep it clean in the garage.
Yep.
Okay. So most of your
just
jobs
because
are
I
then.
don't really like applying the Ultra.
He's like, this shit's
It's a pain in the ass.
But you got your new AC system though.
Still pain
Bust
in
them
the
bitches
ass, bro.
out.
No, it's still pain in the
God
ass.
damn, Tyler, don't be
Yeah.
lazy. I'm
I'm
hearing
not
laziness
lazy.
from Tyler now.
Ew.
I'm hearing laziness from him now.
It's difficult. It's harder than Ceramic Pro, man.
I don't want to hear nothing about fucking harder than Ceramic Pro. Fuck that then.
Oh, well,
I understand
yeah,
then because
yeah.
9H is a fucking bitch.
Right.
If I got to start doing it at nighttime, that
I usually code at nighttime, yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! So that would be how much would it cost if I did an Ultra though?
It's a price difference of between 3 to 4 to 500, depending on the size.
Okay, so my package is like a gold package, of course, includes all correction, blah blah blah.
Right.
Starts at $1,750. That's
Okay.
for a car, regular.
For a car.
Yeah.
A
So
sedan.
car my size, any
Okay.
car as long as it's not extended long and all
Yeah.
other shit like that.
My prices are low right now.
Well, I mean, I think you should be mine. You really should be.
I should.
So
But
your
I'm just
package
starting
though,
out, I know.
for your clients when they come
okay.
to you, I want to get a good protection ceramic coating package, something that's just gonna give me a good, 5 years of protection.
Sure.
What would you recommend?
So I'll recommend the CSL and the EXO, the 5-year coating.
Okay.
And that'll start out at $1,400
On a car?
on a car.
Okay. So that's
Actually,
not
$1,350.
that's not bad. How much time are you?
2 days.
If you don't mind.
on a car, 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a quick turnaround.
Yep.
So is that? But does that include correction time as well?
Yeah.
You have an employee though too, huh?
Well, he started Friday, so 6 days.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That
so
picture was
it's
fresh.
actually taking longer right now.
Yeah, because you gotta
So-
coach, teach, train.
Watch over him, and
Okay.
come back. So, but
So you get to
but I
pump
stay
out
late.
every.
I'm it's just me. I'm single. I don't go really.
Whoa! What happened to your girlfriend?
Oh yeah, it just didn't work out.
Oh, he did
differences.
say X in the car for the
Yeah,
accident,
right,
but
right.
what the fuck happened? Is it because business comes first now?
That yeah,
Business
and I
comes
saw
first.
differences. Different life goals.
Okay.
Um,
Stop partying.
yeah,
That's what happened.
yeah. It was
He was like, I don't need these bitches that just
Party
want to stay
animal.
drunk and fuck up my shit.
Right.
I need to be an actual entrepreneur.
Yeah, it changed my mindset a little bit.
Okay. Because I remember you said ex earlier. So
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Well, fuck. He's dead, but single. God damn. Well, that means he's making more trouble now.
Yeah, no. I literally go from work to home, home to work.
He moved in River Ranch. He's chasing cougars now. That's what he's doing. He's going over down. He's
goal.
going down to
Hey,
Pour.
that's the goal.
And
I actually haven't gone to Pour yet.
How the fuck are you not going to Pour?
I go to the tap room. The tap room.
Okay, all you gotta do is go around the block.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
You scared to stare at Camellia Boulevard or something?
I run around River Ranch.
Oh.
I see the scenery.
What part of River Ranch are you in? Are you at
The Main Street apartments.
Main Street? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Shit. Do you have one of the ones where you just have a little office at the bottom?
Which what? Oh no, I'm on the second floor, a little balcony. I got a balcony. It's pretty nice.
I was gonna say because then you could open up a little consultation shop.
Hey.
You know, with the little area, and then your apartment's on the loft end.
Hey, that'd be nice, huh?
And they walk in, you consult and be like, "Yeah, I got a shop across town."
I'm too broke for that.
Blah blah blah. Well, yeah, because you fucking live in Main Street.
Yeah.
That's why. This motherfucker here. You gotta do like me. You gotta buy an old house, pay it off, renovate it.
What proof income?
Huh?
Proof of income the past 4 years?
I got it though, baby. Well, I mean, so okay, so let's talk about income.
Yeah, what about
Your
it?
fucking income has changed a lot, though. I bet.
Yeah, that's life changing right there.
So I mean, with Byron, that's the other thing that I really hated. I hated the fact that I didn't like you working for him, but I could never afford to get you to work with me because I was like, holy shit. You'd be fucking happy as shit
Right.
bullshitting with me. I was like, and I could trust him because you care just about as much as I do about the result when it rolls out the door.
Yeah.
And you're more focused on doing it.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you couldn't afford the 50% freaking per job like
What do you
he
mean?
was paying. I mean, he was paying 50%.
But he has residual
crazy, man.
income from dealerships with these wash jobs
Yeah.
and this other shit. He's
I
got
don't
all
think
this.
anymore.
He lost those
I think.
because like he was making $2,000 per
I think he
dealership
can't
on 3 dealerships.
Yeah, it's too much. Can't handle it.
Yeah, but he had people doing it. He was
Right.
hiring just crackheads washing cars in fucking
I
parking
don't
lots.
think some stuff went down.
Well, that's
I
what
don't even
happens
know.
whenever you're a fucking scam artist.
Right.
So I mean, because when I found out how much he was paying you, I was like, well, fuck,
Right.
fuck that.
I mean, it was
couldn't even
nice.
I
You
couldn't even
know, I
save
mean,
you
you
from-
show up. I show up. A car's there. I mean, literally, it was the easiest job ever.
Yeah.
The car's there in the morning. You know, he handled that. And I just get to work a 8 to 10 hour day,
Go home and
and then come
rinse
back.
and repeat.
Right.
Man.
6 days a week, and doing two coatings a week.
Fucking right.
So, but that got old eventually.
Yeah, see, if I was
A
good
little
at
too long,
sales,
but
I would be more than willing to pay somebody 50% if I could. I even told you, David, if there was 2 in there at a time, I could give you 50%. But I can't.
Yeah.
It's very difficult when you don't have the market share. And I don't know how he has the market share the way he does.
we all wonder that.
I don't understand it. When there's so much bad shit. And I'm telling you, people...
It gets deleted off the internet, though. Word of mouth, the people in Lafayette, the people that know each other, they hear it.
Literally, a guy in Shreveport used him 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he followed my page. It was the 2021 expedition. The guy you weren't there when he came with his wife and the boat. He said that guy will never touch my vehicle again. He was like, I should have came to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said all these problems. And his truck, he still has one of the trucks. I was like, I don't think you have anything on there.
Nah.
He was like, I was like, you've got the expedition now. You have it for a year. When you come in for your annual, let's talk about the other one. He goes, I'm going to do that. He goes, if the expedition is a different experience, he goes, I'll get my truck there.
Right.
And that's Trajan. Well, not Charles, but Derek. So, yeah, I mean, I get this very often. Another guy in town in Broussard did my shit 3 years ago,
Yep.
and it was garbage.
But there was no follow-up, no how to do it, no explanation of how to take care of it, no products he would offer or sell or give to people. It was just like, here you go, here's the keys, thank you for the check. Recommend this. Okay, bye.
It kills me
Right.
It kills me how hard I was working at educating people so they fully understand what they were getting into. It's not a bulletproof sponge. This cat was saying you don't have to do anything.
Rinse it.
It's
a
a miracle drug.
Go through the rinseless car washes.
And literally,
He would recommend that. It's like, dude, you don't know what those rinseless car washes are putting in their water, chemicals.
He
never recommend it. Yeah.
I could go on about it. It just puts me in a very bad state of mind when I know the truth, I tell the truth, and they still chose him.
Yeah. It's because he pops up first everywhere, and the reviews and the...
What pops up when you type ceramic coating Lafayette?
Depends where I'm at.
In your phone.
Depends
Do it
where
right
I'm at.
here, because I'm wondering. I tried to get somebody on the Ceramic Pro group. I was like, y'all fucking take a screenshot and tell me who's number one. I think my phone is biased, and it just feeds me great feedback.
So right now I'm at ceramic coat, and then Time Saver pops up all the way in Broussard right now.
Really?
But let me.
No, but on the map though, like
on Google Maps or on Safari Google.
Oh, he's using Safari. Fuck. So I normally just go to Google Chrome. I just open up Chrome and just type in ceramic coatings, Lafayette, LA, and then it tells me something. What popped up for you, Dave?
On Google Maps right now, Cajun Suds, Time Saver, Pristine. Damn, I don't even pop up. Damn, I'm like 10th.
Dude, it's so weird.
It's
look
weird.
Look what mine says. Time Saver, he's paying for an ad.
Right.
So he's always going to be on the top because he's paying for an ad. Then I show up after that, then Cajun Suds, and then...
Let me go to Google.
It's so weird. I know on the map, though, I don't think I pop up on the first because I haven't done any... Oh, yeah, it does. bestinacadiana.com. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Time Saver, Cajun Suds, Time Saver. Then he got two Time Savers.
Yeah, because one's an ad, one's a...
Yeah, but the only way he makes number one is because he's paying for ads. I'm not paying for ads. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. They're expensive as shit.
I've been paying for ads.
But you just started.
Yeah.
You got to get your name out.
Right.
That's why you're here. I want to get your name out.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we do the same thing, I want to see you eat too, man. You deserve it.
Yeah, I don't actually get any results from Google. But I do know people are at least seeing the name.
Yeah.
Just in their back of the head.
But I'll tell you this. The first year that I was in a commercial shop is when I put money into advertising. I had a billboard on Ambassador going that way, and I had a billboard on Ambassador not too far past that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, look. Hey, sometimes you're a little excited. I have to learn the hard way. But that clinic right there, I didn't get anything. I spent $92,000 the first year in my shop. I worked for Chevron. I was making $200,000 a year. Yeah. So, I mean... could throw away, but I needed to get the name out. I just needed I was on live radio saying the name, full attention to detail, full attention to detail.
John Wayne's?
Full attention to detail, full attention to detail. Fuck that dude with his goddamn watered down Taiwanese fucking version.
Oh, I know.
Like crazy. I'm like, yeah.
And he's charging actually the most in all of Lafayette.
Yes, $4,100.
Yes.
And you have to go back to him every 3 months.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're here for a god.
Yes. Gotta go back to him every 3 months so he can spray.
Spray, yeah.
So wait a minute, what the fuck are you
a little
doing?
silica spray.
It's kind of like, so what the fuck am I paying for?
Right.
Oh wait, yeah, we install it in a day. Don't worry. You install it in a day and you give it back to me the same day, and I don't have to do anything to it. Oh no, you're good to go. That's a fucking sealant because he buys in 55-gallon drums from fucking Taiwan. I know it. Yeah. I've looked up his shit.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I've got a folder.
There's only like 3 freaking distributors all of U.S. for that coating bullshit.
So,
if you want to call it that. But, yeah.
I mean, and look, y'all, everybody listening, yeah, I got negative things to say about these little fucking snake oil salesmen in town.
People just don't know either. Like, they think they know about their products, and they think it's good.
No. Everybody
you think they know? You think they know that it's bad?
He's out and he's doing maintenance all day, every day on these cars. And they'll tell him, yeah, I got it coated. It should be easy. And then he asks them, what is it coated with? Oh, I don't know.
No.
What the fuck do you mean?
Right.
Does that chap your ass?
G-techniq.
Thank you. Be proud of what the fuck you install.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm going to say Ceramic Pro all day.
Yeah.
And I will also say that they have the most gimmicky sales tactics.
Yeah.
And all this other shit. But my experience with them
Mm-hmm.
has shown that the results over years works.
Right.
It does what it was formulated for. Don't go spraying graffiti on it and fucking setting
fire. Yeah.
I'm guilty. I did the fire test myself.
Whenever I did ceramic pro, I beat the shit out of
Yeah.
the paint, and guess what? It wiped off. That was the 5-layer or whatever. Yeah.
Well, that's a gold package though.
Yeah.
That's 4 applications of the base coat and 1 top. That's all I do. That's all I do.
Oh, really?
I don't do. Ask David. David's like, we need to do the lower. I'm like, you can do it. I'm not doing it. But that's why I say I'm on the level of a craftsman.
Gotcha.
Because I won't do less. I won't.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. Because then I got to speed up. No.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my time, be meticulous, annoy the shit out of him because I'm trying to get him as good or better than me because I can't do anything right now.
Right.
So all I do is I stay on him. But these people that don't even know what there's on their vehicle, but they said, I did my research.
Yeah.
What fucking research did you do if you don't even know the name of the product that was put on
Right.
your car? Would you go and buy a car on the car lot and not know what motor it has?
Right.
Or know that it has ABS or whatever?
The dealership coding, Auto Butler.
Boy, these Audis I've been
Yeah.
doing, boy. Fuck Audi Lafayette. And what's
Yeah.
killing me is there's a guy, Terrio.
Yeah.
He's grandfathered into Ceramic Pro. I won't let anybody else have Ceramic Pro in
Okay.
town. They call me first for an approval, which is why your buddy Romello came.
Okay.
I'll get back to that because, like, literally I started talking about it earlier, but you need to use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go use the bathroom.
All right.
Everybody had to go fucking pee. I'm not going to
Yeah,
go pee.
we're
I'm a
good.
fucking champ.
Yeah, you good.
So, yeah. So
I was resting to get here, so.
wait, what? You didn't have to rush, man.
I know, I felt bad. I was
Why
running
you
late.
feel
and-
bad? Look what I told you. I understand how it goes.
Yeah.
Look, ask David.
And
When
then I was
clients said they're
dirty.
gonna-
And then I was dirty. I had to go home and take a little washcloth bath. My
Yeah.
legs are had black
What is it?
and
He had to take a bitch bath.
Yeah,
That's what we call that shit.
yeah.
Oh man. So we're back. We talking about the Audi dealership. Well,
yeah.
no, Audi Terrios.
Yeah.
He got grandfathered into Ceramic Pro, so
Mhm.
he's like the only other person that is authorized and certified to do it.
Okay.
We're still trying to figure out who that name is on the north side of town. There's a name that is registered. They're grandfathered in too,
Okay.
but nobody knows who it is. And the phone number don't work.
That's weird.
So it's like, fuck. I was like, well, take him off the fucking map.
Right.
Especially if the phone number don't work. He's out of business. So, but I don't understand why Audi is still promoting permaplate when Terrio's Detailing is working in their back shop.
Yeah, no, I know. The owners of the Audi dealership are partnered in or co-owners or they have something to do with permaplate.
Fuck that shit. You
Right.
have a guy.
The owners just they're in it, like they get money from it, and because I went there, I was actually going to look for a used car for myself, and I was waiting for a salesman, to talk to me, and I was walking around the showroom. They had a RS6, RS7.
Like, damn, I want these.
So I was walking around. 4 of them had the permaplate little things on top of each car, and I'm like,
this is garbage.
so I talked to the general manager, or a lady over there, and I was like, so you have, and I questioned her. I was like, don't y'all use, Terrio's Mobile Detailing? She goes, yeah. And I was like, well, how come they don't have, ceramic coatings on the showroom? And she's like, well, the owners, have a deal with permaplate. And that's that. I'm
Do you
like,
know they could probably make more money?
right.
Terrio could cut them 30% probably.
Well,
And
they
that's
could
better.
offer both. You don't have to cut out permaplate, but a premium coating.
Thank you.
You don't have to cut anything out. You could still use offer, but a premium coating for a local
why would
detailer.
So this tells me this, Audi. You're pissing all over Terrio Mobile Detailing
sure, I'd
because
feel
it's a
like-
local
yeah.
business with a way better product.
for sure.
Fuck y'all for rejecting me.
Right.
They rejected me
I
like
would-
2-3 years ago. I went over there with an iPad. I went to all the luxury brands, and I was
Yeah.
gonna supply them with an iPad, the scheduling and everything, where they could schedule it for my shop for Ceramic Pro,
Yeah.
and I was gonna give them 20%
Yeah.
of each invoice because it would all be, you'd be able to track it.
Right. They use an auto butler now. It takes 45 minutes to put it on, or an hour, and they charge 1,800 or
Yeah.
however much they charge, but
Yeah, I had a client. He just got a Tundra, and he was just like, "So this auto butler stuff."
Yeah.
I was like, "Come on, man."
6-month sealant.
I was like, stop. He goes,
Yeah.
well, what if they put it on there? I said, they're not going to do any damage to my coating.
Yeah.
I was like, but I'm going to strip whatever they put on off. I
Right.
could probably strip it off with a finishing polish.
For sure.
And he was like, oh, I'll just tell them not fuck with my truck.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, tell them don't fuck with your truck. This is that simple.
Right.
But he paid for it. My godson's mom,
Yeah.
she wanted me. She's like, Tim, you're going with me to buy this car.
Mm-hmm.
Went her to the Hampton, and we're sitting there. I negotiated the deal already. We went from 37,000 down to 31.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. You're happy. Have fun. Well, the price to buy a Camry hybrid is 27,000. So they were still making their money off of it because I called my buddy in Tennessee and said he works for a Toyota dealership. I was like, look up the dealer cost on a Camry hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
He told me. He said 27,000.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, 31 will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting in the little thing, and he's like, oh, the auto butler and stuff like that. She took out my card, and she goes, I'm going to him. And he's like, well, who's he? Me.
Yeah.
She loved that. I was like, I didn't expect you to pull out the card. She was like, well, I just want him to know that they're not getting my money for some bullshit.
Some junk.
I was like, yeah. And it's kind of weird how people don't even realize that. Because once again, you're in the dealership.
Mm-hmm.
You should go, let me look that up.
Right.
You know?
Well, you should trust the dealer. Well, I guess
No,
not.
you
Yeah.
can't.
No, but some people
They're
do,
there
though.
to sell. That's
Right.
it. They're not giving you any factual information. Oh,
Right.
well, you come every 3 months and we spray something on here. It's like, yeah, but what's it made of?
But I guess they mentioned ceramic coating as auto butler, I guess. I don't really know. So when people hear ceramic coating, throw it into the note,
Fuck that.
and they're like, yeah, good to go.
They're
But
so glad I don't have any goddamn money. I'd run all them damn places
Yeah.
down. But yeah, so it just kills me that Terrio's back there and he does Ceramic Pro,
Yeah,
but he's
that would
not
kill
doing
me.
very many installations because he's contracted with Audi,
Mhm.
and they're just like, fuck you.
yeah. I
Just
don't
keep
even
our-
think he's focused on that anymore. I mean, he has his own shop. It's actually like a mile away from mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's in Broussard now.
So why because he's got a good contract with Audi,
Yeah.
so he makes enough that he's happy with.
Mhm.
Fucking hell, Terrio, just get away from.
Yeah.
Let me not say that. Let me not
So
get in
he-
another man's
so
pockets.
he has that shop at Audi. He has the mobile unit, and then
Mhm.
he has a shop, and that he does the more high end stuff there.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Mercedes is another one that's got some bullshit over there, and fuck, I keep telling my clients to keep talking to Corey, but Corey's like, no, I don't want to do it. No. I said, fuck you, then. I'm done with
Corey.
dealerships. Huh?
Corey, who?
Daughter. I'm the daughter. The son to Sharon Moss.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
we've been trying to get Ceramic Pro in there, but he's got this other bullshit. And
They just don't get it. They don't
my
get.
client's like,
the-
he's not even receptive to it. He's
Mhm.
not worried. I'm like, but he compliments your car all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So why make a
Profit
compliment?
margins? I guess they stick with that.
They're not fucking hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, really? Are they hurting for profit margin that bad? I understand
No.
dealerships don't have too many new cars right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, what?
They don't want to help out the local detailers, man. I don't know.
And that's the thing too, is you want to put money into the community,
Mm-hmm.
but you're very picky about what part of the community. You'll
Right.
put it into the bars
Mm-hmm.
and the fucking restaurants. Well, what about us little motherfuckers?
Right.
It's not going to cost you much more to support us.
Right.
than-
I think because the market's so saturated with detailers, though, they kind of think everyone's
How many
the
details do
same.
we have? How many details do we have?
So a few weeks ago, I actually went through a whole list of who was installing ceramic coatings in the Lafayette area.
Uh-huh.
There was 32.
What?
That's a lot.
32. I have it written down somewhere, the whole list.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Damn, we don't even know what's going on around here no more.
No.
Dave. I actually stopped following everybody.
Sure, that's a lot.
That made me stop following people.
Me, I just know pretty much 4 people. Cajun Sauce, you, us, and
Voldemort.
Don't forget
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah.
Ooh, those are perfect initials. BS.
That's a good one.
Bullshit.
That's crazy, huh?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
We have it. The initials are there. You have to
Yes.
say Voldemort.
Sure,
BS.
that's BS.
BS is better. I kind
BS.
of like Voldemort because I love villains.
Right.
I mean, he was pretty badass for a while.
I like bullshit, though.
But bullshit
Bullshit.
works. Yeah.
That's nice.
No more bullshit.
No more
That's the-
BS.
That's the campaign, man.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
more bullshit.
That-
There's like probably 6 guys, and Romello and the Pristine guys.
Right. I think that's my new slogan. No more BS.
No more BS. Oh, dude, from this podcast, kind of like how I have the Church of Latter-day Shade for one episode. Boom, no more BS. There's a new shirt right there, baby.
Yeah.
That's in the merch shop. We're putting it in the
go.
fucking podcast merch shop.
That's
no
great.
more BS.
I'll rep that shit.
Oh, we all need to get the shirts too. Oh my god.
Like an inside joke. No.
It's a nice little soft. I mean, well, the type of shirt that I can get is like it's a breathable.
Yeah.
It
Some shirts that people would actually wear.
It form fits.
Yeah.
And it's nice. Mm-hmm. It's not like that hard.
Gildan. Yeah.
Hey man, don't
when
laugh.
someone gives me a Gildan shirt,
you sneeze.
I kind of just throw it away or like throw it on the ground in my closet.
And you know what some people would say? I'm gonna wash my car. Bitch, don't you dare! You fucking scratch that motherfucker out. Yeah, man, that's some shit right there. No more BS. Boy, we tagged one right here.
That's a good one.
I haven't tagged anything on a podcast in a while. I haven't tagged anything. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah.
Good job. And great minds thinking
Right.
alike right there, baby.
Shit.
I'm gonna get you one. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create it. I'm gonna design it, and I'm gonna come bring you one. Damn it.
Make a little decal too, some kind of way, like.
Well, like my reflective decals that are for
Okay.
cars now, I could do that too, and that's an inside thing.
Right. For sure.
It's an inside thing. No more BS. Hey, he might go,
good one.
I want one too. Yeah, bitch, put one on your car. Put one on your car.
I don't think he'll catch on either.
No, he wouldn't.
Hell no.
Fuck, I don't even think he knows his podcast exists.
Probably not.
I mean, no, because he doesn't talk to me. Remember
Right.
how I said every time I'd go back offshore, anything, and that's what he used to do. He used to come in
Little
my
snake,
shop.
huh?
Yeah, he'd come in the shop. Hey, man, what you doing?
Yeah.
Looking at
Little nosy.
all the bottles and what's this? And literally, I'm like,
That's what he does when he comes to my shop.
I'm like, hey man, yeah, this because I think he's just curious. I think he's wanting to just be.
Oh, he's
better.
jealous too.
Oh no, he is trying to figure out how
Yeah.
to steal it. Because I remember I said I'm gonna do one of the magazines, but I gotta do my interview when I come back.
Mm-hmm.
I come back and he was in another magazine, King of Coding. I was like,
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me?
With the little airplane and the little.
Yeah. I'm like, are you serious? I was trained by Lamborghini. No, sir.
No.
No, sir. We detail cars. We're not fucking mechanics. There are specialized mechanics that need to be trained on those cars.
Right.
Clear coat's fucking clear coat.
Yeah.
Some's just harder than others. And sometimes you got to use a smaller machine than another one.
Right.
But they all correct the same. You just need to know
But
what products
you know,
to
it's
use.
crazy. I think he's like the worst paint correction specialist out there. He's bad. He's pretty bad. I laugh.
Good salesman, though. Fucking good salesman. Because he captures everybody.
He's a liar. A liar.
That,
Not a good salesman.
I'm sorry.
Well-
I got a negative connotation about sales is lying. That's why I'm a horrible person at it, because I don't want to lie to people.
Right.
That's why I say I'm a bad businessman too, because I'm not thinking about a profit margin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about how am I giving you the best quality I possibly can. How many towels do we go through, David? Because we don't reuse towels. We
Right,
don't
same.
reuse applicators. We don't
Yeah,
reuse a lot of
same.
shit. So it's like, to have that highest level of quality, I cannot be counting my pennies. I can't
Right.
count a bottom line.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm going to go through 20 or 50 towels in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need that quality to still be up here.
Mhm.
You can't do that when you're counting to, I got to have
Hell
5
no.
pennies. I mean, you're realizing that as a
Yeah.
business
Oh,
owner
yeah.
now. So, fuck that. No more BS.
No more BS.
No more BS.
That's great.
God damn. It's fucking fire. But then I guess that's going to lead me into the state of detailing in this town. And
Oh.
there's 32 motherfuckers here
32.
that say they're doing coding.
Right.
How many do y'all have? How do you maintain the reputation of G-techniq though? As an installer that's combating a bunch of other installers, are y'all a good network of installers that help each other, talk to each other, and try to keep yourselves in the same line, making sure you don't degrade the product?
So with the G-techniq network,
Locally. I'm talking about locally.
Okay.
Because there's, I think, 5 of y'all doing G-techniq at the same time.
Yeah.
So y'all all don't work under the same roof.
Right.
So do y'all communicate? Do y'all get together to make sure that y'all are all installing a great product so that, like what happened to Ceramic Pro, I'm now the only one, trying to rebuild the reputation of Ceramic Pro,
right.
which I've successfully been doing slowly. But there's more of you guys. And back then, there was 12 Ceramic Pro installers, and they were fucking the product up.
Right.
And it soured people to Ceramic Pro. There's the neighbor to one of my clients. Byron in his cars, Carl Riley. Now, Carl's not going to exist no more because of all the bullshit he went through. But Carl kept telling my neighbor, he was like, what's on your cars? He'd continuously compliment them on how well they looked because I coded them. And Tina would be like, you need to go see my guy. Yeah. And he's like, I don't believe in them fucking ceramic coatings.
Yeah, a lot of people got turned off by it because of BS.
Fuckery.
Yeah.
And not completing them, installing WD-40 instead of the real shit.
Well, and then not doing all the layers either. That's actually what got me to start my own company because when I was with BS, he was saying we were doing 3 layers and we were only doing like 1. That's when I was like losing respect because I mean you know,
and that's why I didn't like you being there because I mean your quality, but you don't have control over
the product we're applying or the quality of the coating.
That's what's gonna make you so much better though, because now you know what not to do.
Seeing you price a job $400 extra and you say or $500, $600 extra, and we're still doing the same shit as he
really turned into a really shitty person whenever coatings came around because he's like, this is a cash grab.
Oh, yeah.
His $200 mobile jobs turned into $2,000 install jobs.
Yep.
And he kept having the mentality of a car wash. Oh, let me go to O'Reilly and go grab something from there to finish their car up with.
Oh,
it's like, what the fuck? When I found out about the WD-40 shit, that really enraged me. That enraged me.
The WD-40 stuff?
So he had a couple guys buffing WD-40 on cars.
Who?
BS.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
What the heck? No way.
You didn't do it.
Oh, God, I never heard of that.
You didn't do it,
That's
but I know who did.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's BS.
Yeah. What?
BS and his BS. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah.
That's
shiniest fucking
crazy.
Vehicles out. That shit was beaten like no ceramic coating I ever seen in my life. A year later, the clear coat was failed.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Fucking oil cooking on the surface.
Huh. I must have been long ago.
Huh?
Long time ago, huh?
No, you were there. Somebody else was doing it for him. And you know him. And he has his own company. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
I should out him.
Yeah, this is blasting my.
And should out him.
This is blasting me right now.
We talked about it earlier. We said it. We said it.
Huh. All right, go on, cause I don't know anything about this, but.
Why are you have a Delta 404 moment? The flight. You should be on this flight. How do you not know who I'm talking about?
Because if I was there and that was happening, I'm just like totally lost. I must have been clueless.
It was your buddy Josh that was doing it.
No.
Yes, it was.
What?
Yes, it was.
No.
Call him up. Well, you talk to him later.
I'll ask him.
Because he's the one that told me that at Prestige Films.
That's crazy.
Because when I, mind you,
we're gonna have to cut this, I guess.
Mind you,
this is crazy.
I didn't.
My mind's blown right now.
I didn't really, I knew what the gang around Josh did.
Right.
That were responsible for some.
But I pretty
actions.
much trained Josh. I mean, we like trained together with that guy Colby. Colby Leger.
Oh, I don't know this.
No.
All I know is.
Because it was us 3 freaking slinging cars out. We were doing 6 cars a week.
Unless Josh.
Storage units.
Unless Josh blew smoke up my ass telling me that.
Yeah.
Because we were standing there, and this is when we were putting
I don't remember WD-40 being in the shop.
Kavacha on a car. Like we put Kavacha on, I think it was his uncle's Panamera or something like that. I was showing him that. That was the time that he disclosed that to me.
Huh.
And I was like, when? He goes, oh yeah, when we were working at the box.
Yeah.
I was like,
what?
I say, wow. I was like, I hope the fuck Tyler wasn't doing this shit.
Fuck no. That just blew my mind. I had no clue.
And he was like, no, Tyler didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because he had us do that. So
because I would call Byron out on his fucking BS. Yeah, that time though, we were slinging cars out, man. Shit. We were some slaves in those storage units. Mm-hmm. That was a microwave right there.
Oh, I don't even know how y'all did it.
I don't know either.
I really don't know how you got away with doing it either. because that was no insurance
until the incident. I mean, that we were getting away with it.
Yeah, there was no insurance. There was no business license. There was none of this.
It's crazy how that stuff works. Like, people would just show up, drop a car off at a random storage unit, and like be cool with it. Like, thinking back, I'm like, wow,
shadiest shit crazy. Ever. You gotta be a fucking talker to get somebody to do that shit. Especially some of the cars that were getting dropped off.
Right.
Hence the one that got fucking wrapped around a pole.
Right.
Not really wrapped, but you know, you wrapped around the corner of a pole. Man. If you gotta get more ice,
good times, man.
Fucking.
That was good. We were good.
That
was cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I could never drink a hot drink. It's always gotta have fucking ice in it.
I'm glad it happened though. That incident.
Why?
It broke everyone away.
But it didn't change anything. It didn't change the practice.
Well, it got us out of there. It got us away from that hellhole. First of all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It matured me. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
My thing is though, I think
more respect for cars and people.
I honestly don't understand how somebody gets away with all of that. Yeah, some years passed.
Right.
But to just walk away from that shit scot-free and no lesson learned?
Well, not scot-free. I mean,
why is he still doing this the BS that he still does?
Yeah.
Obviously there's not a lesson learned.
No, that was not.
I'm like this.
That was a lesson learned for me, but not from him. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just meaning for yourself. You picked up something from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was gonna say he ain't picked up shit from it.
No, he didn't.
He's now just moved to another person.
Right.
Because didn't he move
and
take over somebody else's shop?
Yeah. We were sharing a shop for a while, and then he kind of
not you. Where he's at now.
Well, right. I worked
you
there.
but you went back. He had already approached that little guy.
Yeah, he was already there.
So
it was two different companies in the same building though. Two detail shops, which just blows my mind. There was no logo of our company there. His company there.
Of course not. That's the best way to hide.
Right.
Because if you fuck something up, you see the logo on the door, you better go get him.
But the other guy was like never there. Like 10% of the time he was there.
Why?
He's well off. Yeah. So he was never, that was a little hobby of his. And so we just kind of took over his shop.
Oh.
He took over his shop. I keep saying we. It's not.
Yeah, because you just went back out of fucking desperation.
Right.
Fucking hell. I hated that when he went back. Fucking
3 months. That's okay.
God, it took you too long to understand and realize.
I need a little bit more income to start my own.
How much did it take you to start? I told you it took me $92,000 to do my first year. This is still within your first year. How much are you dumping in now?
But to start off from ground up, about 16.
16?
15 to 16.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Is that considered? Actually, you probably don't have the waste that I had. I had a lot of product waste. I was still testing a lot of products. I was still trying to figure out.
I knew exactly what to use. I jumped right into it. I know the good shit. I know, so.
So you kind of, you reduced the startup cost.
Right.
So, I mean, did you have to like borrow money? I'm seeing like, because David, sees all the people with all the fancy shops and they borrow like a ton of money. Did you have to borrow money?
Yeah, I borrowed a little bit from my uncle. That was it.
So, but that's a low amount too,
right?
Which is good.
Yeah. Most of it was for me.
That's good. Yeah, me $12 a week.
Well, that was all gone. It was really saving money after the Civic Type R got totaled.
Yeah, how'd that? So, tell everybody what happened. You had a nice Civic. What the fuck happened?
That was my dream car. Nice little $40,000 Civic. Dream car. I always wanted it for when they announced it. I wanted it for 5 years. And then making good money. I finally got it, and then we took a nice vacation to Gulf Shores last July or last June, and coming back from vacation, just cruising down the I-10, had going 80 on cruise control, just chilling in the left lane. Had a dump truck in front of me, and just completely that dump truck just lost his drive shaft right in front of me. Yeah. Couldn't do nothing about it. Didn't want to, I didn't want to go left or right and clip it. And, that would have been way worse.
Because
who knows? I mean, this thing was huge. So I just tanked it. Right. So just tanked it. Car went airborne. Oil everywhere, and so that hurt. But it was a blessing in disguise, lowered my costs, everything, and
yeah. God damn.
Working my way back up, and so that makes me hungry more because I want another.
You want to get it again,
right?
So were you injured? Everything walk away.
No, so my back's been hurting since the whole year. My back, lower back.
What are you doing about it?
Chiropractor, once, twice a week. I used to be going and in physical therapy 3 times a week.
How long have you been going now?
A year.
A year. Fuck.
Probably 11 months.
Shit.
You know, yeah.
Are they doing like e-stem treatment type stuff, or
stem
are they
therapy,
putting you on a machine where they kind of pull you a little bit and stuff like that?
So stretching, stem therapy, cupping, scraping.
What does cupping do?
It pulls the muscles away and to help I don't know, it helps you heal faster because it pulls the blood stream and muscles away from.
Is it stimulating blood circulation or something?
Yeah.
Because I see it and I'm just like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I get it done once a week. Got, cups all over my back. Mm-hmm. So, but it helps for the first 3 days, and then the last 3-4 days without it starts to hurt again.
So does your back stay inflamed, like the muscles and stuff? Is it just?
Yep.
Fuck.
Since then. So
man,
that's a headache now.
I would say this because you're young and you're probably gonna have that problem the rest of your life.
Yep.
My mom had sciatic nerve damage, and she's older. She's 65. Mm-hmm. Sciatic nerve is a problem most people get in their back when they get older. She takes turmeric every day. She takes a capsule every day. After the first year of taking that capsule every day, she has no more sciatic nerve pain. It's meant for the inflammation and nerve pain.
Gotcha.
It helps. I only know it because I don't have to help her do anything anymore. It was to the point where she was like, I need your help for this. I need your help for that. Yeah. Now she's just doing whatever. She's got that whole yard out there in Arnold that she made. Just try it. Yeah. But you have to stay on top of it. You got to take it every day. Yeah. I guess put it by your toothbrush or something and just pop it in, before you brush your teeth. Because I'm even considering doing it because after I have my injections, I'm going to see how my rotator cuff heals. Mm-hmm. If the tears do well and I don't have that same pain, this pain and only that pain, then I may not do it. But if I continue to have this pain, because all muscle damage. Yeah. And all I am is skin and bones. Mm-hmm. So any little bit of inflammation is just a nightmare for me. Right. And I'm just
feel it too. I mean, working 15, 16 hours a day.
And just the angles that you're at.
Bending down, you know how it is.
Stretching muscles and stuff.
And then I track, all my movements, and I'm walking on average like 14 miles a day, 100 flights of stairs, and
God damn.
Yeah, so
you thought I did a lot of miles. I was only doing 7.5 miles a day. This motherfucker over here 14. He's doubling that shit up. Didn't you have a dog?
I do. Yep, still got him.
What kind was he?
Golden Retriever. Yeah. Sully.
I remember he was a puppy.
Yep, he's a 1.5 years now.
So you walking him a lot?
Oh yeah, he's my shop dog. He comes. So he's there all day, every day.
Question: when y'all were over there on the corner from me,
who
had the Doberman Pinscher?
So, a guy that worked at Dupre USA.
That was Ryan's dog, or
no, the receptionist.
Receptionist. There was a receptionist there.
Yeah.
Every time I walked in, there wasn't nobody in there.
A bigger guy.
That guy, short guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see him, but I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what he did. I thought he was washing cars for y'all.
No.
Oh, okay. I used to like
he
the
was
little
just
Doberman.
Like get estimates, and handle everything besides an actual like written estimate. He'd put people into the system, calls, and
for some reason I thought he was like the slow guy, that other guy that walked up to me before I wrapped the Porsche. I was sitting at the light, and this guy walks up, knocks on. Hey man, we got some coatings. I was like.
He told me he went up to you. Mm-hmm. I laughed. I said, "Bro, that's Tim."
He felt kind of embarrassed. He was like, "Oh, okay, Ma." I didn't have a card in the car, but I should have grabbed the card if I would have had one and been like, "I'm good."
Right.
But I was like, I think he's slow too.
Oh, you should have got it done by us. Come on, man. I would have got you. Got you looking right.
You know what I want to do when I get the next Porsche? I'm not gonna put Ceramic Pro on it. I want to wrap it, and I want to put something on top of the wrap. So
yeah.
Do y'all have anything for a wrap?
Yeah, G-techniq has the Halo. It's the PPF and wrap.
How the fuck do you know about it? You out there haloing people's shit?
Because I know Robert, he used G-techniq.
Oh, Roberto. No. Fucking Roberto.
Alabama.
Yeah, Roberto. Well, Roberto does Ceramic Pro, and he's with a guy that does Ceramic Pro, but then he does. He was doing IGL too.
Yeah, he tried IGL, but he said he liked G-techniq.
G-techniq, yeah. Well, because isn't it just better for the installer too, though?
It's easier.
But it's just friendly to install is what I mean. It's not you're not.
Oh, for sure.
Except for what you said.
Yeah,
Ultra was like a 9H
nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah, CSL is a breeze. It's actually easier than the top coat.
Well, I thought that was the top coat. I thought that's what we said was the top coat.
No, the CSL is the base, and then the EXO is always the top.
Oh.
Crystal Serum Light.
Oh no, we're not doing that, David. We're staying with Ceramic Pro. We're not leaving Ceramic Pro. Sorry.
Yeah.
Staying with it. The new formula is coming out. I think they're gonna announce it at SEMA though. So I think that's SEMA's surprise this year. So we're trying to go, but I don't know. Depends on when all this fucking shit with therapy and all this other crap ends. Because if I got to keep doing that twice a week, I can't be. They'd be like, well, he chose to go on vacation instead of doing his therapy. So, and then I'm supposed to take this trip with Simon, too. We're supposed to go to Colorado and all this shit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all this shit.
Yeah. I told myself no vacations this year.
I don't know how anybody can have a vacation in this industry. Literally, I don't make enough money to take a vacation.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, yes, house is paid off. The smartest thing ever. The Porsche, of course, I had that. I don't even have that note anymore. The Mini is, I don't. My bills are really low, but still, maybe I'm just bad with money. I don't live the high life.
I could probably take a vacation.
I couldn't.
I probably could.
I couldn't. I can't.
Yeah. Damn.
Not even now. If I open up a bank account, me and Liz are gonna laugh because we can probably compare. But I know she got that hidden account. I ain't got no hidden accounts. No, it's just the rescue, Huskies, this. There's just always some shit.
Investing into a lot of other. I mean, this too. Shoot.
Well, not really. This cost me about $1,000 to start.
Okay.
So getting the right cameras and
the
right mics, and I'm all about, once again, people don't even understand this. I think they don't pay attention to these little things like this podcast. I want it to be high quality. Okay, half the room is cut in half for a studio.
Sorry.
But I want it to look right. It doesn't. It's not the best. This is a room that's been used for 10 different things throughout its lifetime. It's been repainted God knows how many times.
Hey.
You know my videos with the green screen?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's your screen right there that I'd be in front of all the time. So, I mean, every time an idea pops in my head, I fuck with the house and I change it up. So I did this as a temporary thing.
It's great.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
When you watch it. It's not. I can't say it because he's coming on the fucking podcast.
Oh.
I've trashed the dude enough on the podcast, and now he's finally coming.
Oh, okay.
Big name. Big deal for Lafayette.
Cool.
So he said the 18th. So you can be ready on the 18th?
Yeah, I should be ready. I only booked 1 week.
Don't book anything for the 18th. Don't book anything for the 18th because he said the 18th when he gets out of church. So, because he was like, when I told him the hours that he's got to sit, he was like, fuck, I didn't know it was that long. I was like, it's not your 30-minute show.
Yeah.
I was like, because you can't, I'm sorry, you can't be yourself in 30 minutes.
Heck no.
You can be the greatest salesman on earth.
Yeah.
That's about it. But I don't want that. I want people to know who you really are.
Yeah.
I want people to know well, they see me every fucking week. They know who the fuck I am. But they need to see the genuine person behind the passion, behind the business. Mm-hmm. It's like, if they're coming to you, it's because they trust you and they know you. And I think if they see that you're a person and not just, somebody collecting their money, they'll trust you and they'll go to you. They'll choose you.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose for it all.
I mean, I'd say all I really talk about is detailing. I mean, I'm 24, and in the past 5 years since I was 19, that's all I've been doing. Nothing else. So, like, that's when people talk to me, it's like, I'm going to mention detailing. And
dude, David, you start sending them fucking Instagram reels then. Stop sending them to fucking me, because that motherfucker will answer you at midnight. I wake up in the morning, and David sent me like 3 things. And my thing is, I'm a Facebook guy.
Same.
Instagram, I can't look at his messages. Like, Facebook is connected because they're fucking Facebook. Instagram, but in the messages that are combined, if I open Facebook to look at an Instagram message, it says unable to view.
Okay, yeah, because you got to follow and you got
No, because I got to go and open fucking Instagram.
Right.
Well, guess what? My detailing account is on the detailing cell phone. So if that's in another room on charge, I'm not getting up to look at your fucking reel. So guess what happens then? Then I go to bed, and I wake up the next day, and he goes, man, I sent you a reel. I was like, I couldn't watch it. So he got smart, though. I think you screenshotted something, and you sent it to me on Facebook. There's your guide to fucking. I love you, Dave, but I don't like opening Instagram sometimes.
I really don't either.
There's so many.
Don't really.
I got 3 accounts on every social media platform.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to open all of them all the time.
I only watch like 2 to 3 accounts on Instagram. After that, I'm closing it.
Well, what do you mean? You go into their page?
No, like their live. Their stories. I'll look at their stories and that's it.
Well, what the fuck is a reel then? I thought that was the story.
No.
It's a post that goes over and over and over. It's a video. Yeah. Pretty much.
But I thought that's what a story was. A story is a video.
A story only lasts 24 hours though.
Yeah.
A reel is a post.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is a reel just a longer video?
No, it's like a TikTok.
It's like a clip it.
It's like a clip it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a TikTok that stays on.
You say TikTok. Everybody talks about TikTok. Are you using TikTok?
No.
I don't think that works for the detailing industry.
Some people use
It would probably if you're trying to get
No, Candace.
But locally, it wouldn't help you, I don't think.
She said she gets so much viewership on TikTok for her cookies. She's blowing up there.
Damn.
Facebook, not so much. Instagram, more than Facebook, but not as much as TikTok. She said she's killing it on TikTok. I was like, fuck. I can't think of anything for fucking TikTok. This shit's too short. I can't show you anything.
Facebook's where it's at for auto detailing.
It really is.
That older crowd,
But they're the ones spending the money.
Right.
They're the ones with the
It's
middle.
It's not the 20-year-olds.
30 and up.
Yeah.
That's when we get the business. You and me.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If
for sure.
Like so many times, I want to deactivate my own personal Facebook account, but it would close the 5 other pages I've created, and I was like, why can't these be separate? But they have to be linked to a personal Facebook.
Yep.
It's like, it's fucking killing me. But oh well, shit. 32 detailers, he said, Dave. We got to really look into that.
It's a lot.
They use what? A lot of people use G-techniq, DPC,
everything. Literally
no,
everything.
there's nobody doing IGL around here.
No.
No anymore.
I don't think so.
No, I think I was the only one for a while. And a couple people picked it up, and then we realized it was some bullshit. I had a Kenzo job come back, and it looked like I never even coded it.
No shit.
Dead serious.
I can't keep up with all the codings, honestly.
Well, you pick one that you know is great.
Yeah, that's why I went straight to G-techniq. I had to get Daniel on board to let me on with high end because we were only a mile and a half apart from each other.
Wait a minute, you're on the Youngsville Highway now?
Yeah, always been.
Wait a minute,
always
why
been.
did I think he was over there? Off of? I thought you were off of South Park.
No, always.
See, I haven't come to check you out.
South Park.
Well, basically, South Park turns into.
It turns into Youngsville Highway.
Youngsville Highway.
Yeah, so I'm right on the side of Cart Ranch, which is Youngsville Highway. So.
Oh well, yeah, but you're
2 miles down is high end.
I thought you were closer to Highway 90.
Gotcha.
That's why. Because I saw the outside the building. I was like, I think I know where those are. I think they were off to the right down. But
yeah, like right. If I step outside my shop, I'm looking at the Cart Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that must be new then.
They were built now 2 years ago.
Oh, that's new. That's fucking new. Okay, that's good. Then you have a very good.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh wait, that's the one that it got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There's 4 of them.
And it's a mechanic shop in the front.
Well, remember he just said the landlord has that oil and lube thing.
Yeah, he's on Pinhook, that oil and lube place, but.
Yeah, but you have a mechanic shop in the front. Are you?
It's not a mechanic shop. It's actually like some kind of machine shop.
You think of mechanic as
AIT or ATI or whatever. That was
probably I don't know. Before I met you, I went to some shop that was like brand new, and I think that the owner.
Oh, in those 4 shops, there was a mechanic shop.
No.
I
think the owner got like kind of business like that.
Does he?
Gotcha.
Well, does the landlord kind of like mine? He has his garage with his 2
shop
Porsches.
there.
Yeah, that's what you're probably thinking of. Kind of like how Henry has his 2 racing Porsches on the corner.
He does thread protector cleaning. For
it's like a pipeline or something.
Oil field stuff.
Yeah, he does oil field stuff. My landlord.
Yeah.
Out of his shop.
Okay.
I know where he's at.
Yep.
Well, I know where Cart Ranch is, but I didn't know he was there. I thought you were on the other side.
So it's a pretty
that's
nice
cool.
shop.
Well, I
love
see it.
It was well insulated.
It's set up good.
The cement was all leveled and nice.
It's
no chips.
1,000 or 900 a month.
$895.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good.
$895.
Oh, that's the one you keep telling me. I'm like, not fucking moving around all over the place.
So actually, me and BS were we scoped out that place. He showed me the place. Yeah. He's like, "What do you think about this place?" And I was like, "Honestly, it's kind of small for BS." And I'm like, "It wouldn't work out." He's like, "Well, maybe it might, And I'm like, "I like it." But I talked him out of not getting it.
So that you could
So I
snag
scooped it up.
How did he feel about that?
Oh, he was pissed. He blocked me, deleted my number. But now he's over it. Now he's like, oh, you know, I knew you were going to be better than me one day. Now he's, yeah.
So then, instead of
he was salty at first, for
Hold on.
sure.
Wait a minute. So instead of embracing the fact that he knows you have that potential to be better, why be shitty about it? Like, I see the potential in David, too.
Well, because I held up his business. He
How?
lost me.
How?
Because he knew that he didn't have to double-check my work. He knew that he could be out the shop, and I was literally doing 2 cars
you know
a
what
week.
that means? That means he didn't care about his business
Of
anymore
course.
then. Man, ain't that boy good right there? Stay tuned next week. Part 2 will be released.